we need to talk. Get him with a pap.
Just rebuild me. For the broken, rebuild me. For the damaged, rebuild me. For the bruised, rebuild. This one. For the hurt, rebuild me. Say rebuild me. From your heart, say rebuild me. From your soul, rebuild me. I know it hurts, but say rebuild me. Listen, it's not over, say rebuild me. There's a renewal in the air, rebuild me. It's not too late to come back.
Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. I feel like I haven't vlogged in a minute, so I am so excited to chat with y'all. When I say I feel like my entire life has changed in a week. We have so much to get into on today, but today's primary focus is preparing for next week, which is our first week of homeschool. Yes, girl. I know we have so much to talk about. When I say the Lord is doing a work, girl, I mean, he is doing a radical work. So we will chat for sure. Trust me. Don't worry. I have a lot to talk about. So stay with me now. But I am taking you guys on my entire homeschooling journey. So we will be starting that on today. I worked out this morning. It was a crazy workout, but it was a good workout. It was definitely one that got my heart rate up and got me sweating. So I feel really good. Like working out on a daily is something that I have to do in this new season of my life because working out is such a stress reliever for me. So I was glad to just kind of get all of my emotions out and just leave it all in the gym. But now that I'm home, I just got dressed, did my hair up, did some cute little everyday makeup, and we are actually going to be getting dressed together on today. I'm very excited, girl, because I got some new clothes. I just feel my heart changing so much when it comes to clothes, specifically like where I was shopping, the materials I was using. Like, y'all know this. I'm trying to get polyester out of my closet totally, but I still want cute clothes. Like, that's the thing. I love to dress cute. I love like a cute and covered modest look. That is my jam. That is my vibe. And this has really been the year where I've committed to that. I'm like, you know what, Lord, I'm going to get rid of this stuff that I know is not serving me. I'm going to stop shopping at all of these fast fashion places that are just filled with overconsumerism and low quality pieces. And I'm going to give it to you. And let me just tell you, the Lord hears our prayers because the brand Quince sent me in so many beautiful clothes, and we are doing an entire try on haul in this video. Yes, girl, I'm going to show you everything that they sent me because these items are too good, too cute, and too high quality while also being affordable, because that was the thing, right? Like, we opt for fast fashion. We opt for those cheaper items because they're more cost effective in our mind. So I love a brand that's able to pair both beautiful and high quality items with a reasonable price, because some of these brands be doing too much. So before we get into all of the things that this vlog has in store, let's do a quick Quince try on haul, and a huge shout out and thank you to Quince for sponsoring this part of today's vlog. If you have never heard of Quince, they're an online shop that have both beautiful and cost-effective clothing and accessories. They even have some fragrances that I definitely need to order ASAP. They have all the things, but I'm most excited to show you guys some of the clothing pieces I got in for end of summer, transitioning into fall, with in mind that I'll be homeschooling. So I want things that are comfortable, that are easy to throw on, and that are going to look cute, because mama's gonna look cute, okay? So let's get right into the first item. First up, we have the cutest organic cotton skirt. So you are going to be comfortable. This is breathable. It's a tiered skirt, so it's got these little just details that kind of just add a little flair to it, and the color is bomb. And then I just threw on their organic cotton top. This is like the dream white tee. It's crisp, it's cool, it's perfect for summer or for fall. This is such like a chill, casual look that you can definitely dress up, like adding gold accessories, cute gold bracelets, maybe some like layered gold necklaces, some gold flats, just to really elevate a casual look. And this is perfect for me because I love skirts, I love dresses, so this is something I would actually wear to homeschool because I'm getting up, I'm getting dressed every single day, regardless of if we're in the house or not. And this is like one of those perfect looks. So 10, Quince, this is adorable. Now, me and Quince's linen pants, oh, we go together real bad. These are 100% European linen. It feels so nice and breathable on your skin. It's have that same white top on from last time. This is definitely an outfit you can elevate with shoes and accessories because it's very basic. It kind of just gives you a framework for your outfit, which is why I think these flats would be so cute with this outfit. They're this beautiful brown color. They're leather. Honey, I'm talking about quality. And they would just help to like elevate any outfit while you still are able to wear flats, because let's be real, what mom is wearing heels? I know that I am not, okay? Now, if we're talking about favorite items, I think we can collectively agree that this cotton poplin tier dress from Quince is literally stunning. If this doesn't give wife, mother, I'm cooking bread and bagels from scratch, I really don't know what does. The fact that it's also cotton is a huge plus because it's still breathable, even though it is full coverage, which I'm always looking for. Yes, please cover my arms, cover my legs. I can still be covered and cute, and this dress gives exactly that. It just holds you together so nicely. I got a medium for size reference. I'm 5'7", 168 pounds, so you can kind of see where it falls. It's perfect. Perfect. It's so perfect that I got another color. Hold on. Okay, so the previous dress was cotton. This one is linen. Same style, same silhouette. So cute. I love this color. I feel like this is just so summery. It's so fun. It's very like a fresh style, even with hidden with these little flats, and that's the cutest little outfit. Even if I'm just in the house, like this just makes me feel girly, cute, feminine, and again, I feel good in these clothes. So I absolutely love this dress. I have a couple more items I want to show you, so let's get into it. If you see me wearing this every day, I don't want to hear nothing. The red, the linen, I feel like less is more when it comes to picking out your outfits. Like have a few that you can rely on. This will be in my rotation weekly because it's simple. I don't have to put much thought into it, but I still like look and feel cute. So this is a must. I am getting every other color that they have because this is just me. Like this is 100% me. This haul truly does speak for itself, okay? Quince is gonna give you comfort, chic, casual, everything that we need in a wardrobe. So if you've been needing a little wardrobe refresh, whether you want to add some summer pieces in or get ready for the fall, Quince is definitely the place to go. I'm gonna have all these items linked down below. Don't worry, I know y'all love the link, so I'll link everything down below so you can shop easily and conveniently. I promise you, if you ask me where my outfit is from, it is most likely going to be Quince. I'm sold. I'm obsessed. I am gonna keep this jumpsuit on because it's everything that I need and more for today, because today is definitely gonna be a little bit more casual. We've got some office work to do. We've got lots of prepping, and I feel like I just want to be comfortable. So I'm going to throw on my favorite little gold earrings, a couple of gold accessories. I got these at Coach in my last vlog. Obsessed. This is actually my first time wearing them. They look so cute. So I'm gonna just add, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just need to hit them with a pop. Hit him with a pop. I am sad to admit that the bob is going away just because I was fighting with the bob last week because I had her curly and I don't love her. I don't know, the texture of this hair is different, so I'm not totally sold on how it looks curly. I love how it looks straight, but regardless, this hairstyle is high maintenance, and with us transitioning into homeschool, I don't have the time. I literally do not have the time to be doing my hair, straightening my hair every single morning. Like, no, that's just ridiculous. So we're gonna get braids. It's gonna be cute because it's gonna be like a little braid bob situation that I have in mind. So we're going to get into that, but today is the last day with the bob, so we're gonna need to soak in every moment with her. Here's the plan, here's the to-do. I have a meeting at 1. It's currently currently 11:57, so we have an hour. I think what we're gonna do is go upstairs. I'll show you guys the classroom. I converted their playroom into a classroom and I'm so excited. It came out so cute actually. So I'll show you guys our classroom, and then I got in a whole bunch of stuff from Amazon so we can unbox that and kind of put it together, just doing like the last finishing touches in their classroom. Because yeah, we are rocking and rolling next week, and we will talk about why I'm choosing to homeschool, all of the things, what the Lord has been speaking to me, how he has literally when I say radically opened my eyes, he has radically opened my eyes. So let's go upstairs and chat. We need to talk. And Holy Spirit, please help me. Why did I decide to homeschool? Definitely a valid question. I feel like for the past 2 months, transparently, and I've kind of like hinted at it here and there, how I've just been like tired. I've been exhausted. I have been stretched. Don't get me wrong, like we're supposed to suffer. Suffering in this life is one of the only things that is guaranteed. But I felt like I was suffering not particularly where God called me. And it wasn't so much like a place or what I was doing, but it was the way my heart was. I have been an entrepreneur since I was 17 years old. Like I know nothing but the grind and the grit and getting it from the bottom. Like that has been my life. I just felt like God was calling me to deep rest, but like not in the form of particularly stopping what I'm doing, right? Because I have 2 different jobs. I do content and I also help out with our family business where we own a marketing company. I know for sure that God was calling me to take a step back from our family business because the day-to-day was really just taking a toll on me. But content is something where I'm like, Lord, I'm called to do this. Like I'm called to speak to these women. I am called to minister and to spread your gospel. And I just love in the book of John how it talks about like how the Lord truly does prune everything in us that does bear fruit, but it still needs to be pruned. And like my ministry here online is an amazing thing. It bears so much fruit, but it needed to be pruned because for me, it was like my everything, you know, and it was my heart posture towards my job. I had this prayer and I literally laid it all out at God's feet. I told him everything. I told him how I was feeling. I told him how I was scared. I told him how I was exhausted. I told him how I was tired. And I was like, Lord, just fix it because I can't. And I left it at that. I wake up the next day and I feel like literally someone took the blinders off of my eyes. Like for the past couple months, I had been walking around with like someone going like this, and I woke up and I finally was able to see. And I just had this moment of realization. I was like, wait, what am I doing? I have spent so much time and labor into making disciples of everyone else. But have I truly positioned myself to make disciples of the very 2 people the Lord has blessed me with? My children? And honestly speaking, the answer is no. The beautiful thing about repentance is the definition is to turn from your ways. And I had this moment where I was ashamed because I'm like, I've spent all of this time grinding, working my way up this ladder, chasing this carrot, reaching all of these milestones in business to neglect. And don't get me wrong, I love my kids. I'm always there for my kids. But I mean, to not be there totally for my kids. Giving my 80% in business that day and they're left with the other 20. And I do believe there is a time and there is a season for moms to be 100% present in their children's lives because there's nothing like a mother. And I can definitely vouch for that. There's nothing like a mother. I just had this moment of realization that the fulfillment I've been looking for, the thing that I've been craving for so long, it's been right in front of me the entire time. But I have been so busy. And if the devil can't get to you, he will make you busy. He will make everything else seem so much more important, so much more demanding, just busy. And I found myself being so busy, and I have had this moment of just breath. I feel like for the first time in 2 months, I finally breathed because I was like, wait, Lord, I actually don't have to do anything but just be. Like, I don't have to be a mompreneur, a CEO, a boss. I could just be the mom that you've called me to be. And it's been so refreshing because I think as moms, we don't think that being a mom is enough. It's like, no, I have to be a mom and a business owner. I have to be a mom and work a corporate job. And trust me, if that's your ministry, that's your ministry. I can only speak on what God has put in my heart for me and my family and what he has vividly I mean so clearly spoken over me over and over, is that it's time for you to take them babies out of daycare, and it is time for you to disciple your children well. And my heart has changed so much towards my job, because like, I'm still gonna show up, I'm still gonna make these amazing videos for y'all, but y'all are absolutely gonna see a shift, because the forefront of my heart is my kids and making sure that they are more than just okay. I want my children to thrive. I want my children to be disciples, and for me to truly be there and be present. Homeschool was what me and Javon decided on. It's gonna be a beautiful challenge, but I think the relief and like the breath of fresh air about taking this approach is there's no instant gratification. And my mind has been so fixated with my job and my career on instant gratification that it is difficult to be still, difficult to be silent, just unnatural when the Lord speaks to us in the silence. So the fact that I could not sit still, that I could not rest, like sometimes the Lord will allow us to burn out and finally be able to rest so he can speak to us. And I feel like that's exactly what happened to me. I was going. And God was like, okay, keep going. Yep, keep going. Okay, now she's done. Let's talk. And that's what happened. I know that right now God is calling me to homeschool. I can't speak for 10 years down the road. I don't even want to, because that's not relevant. I know right now nothing matters more than making sure my babies are adequately discipled by me, because if I'm not discipling them, someone else is. And that is the harsh reality of motherhood and parenthood in general. If you as parents are not discipling your children, someone else is. I was like, oh, well, I'm building a legacy for them, so like, it's fine. Like, you know, they're with someone at daycare for a few hours, but I'm building a legacy and like I'm thinking about the future. And God was like, what if the future is actually so impacted by right now? What if you spending that day with them would actually build and store up treasures for my kingdom and not just earthly treasures? What if you discipling them and teaching them about me would create great success in the kingdom, not so much great success here on earth? What if that's what I'm trying to do with your kids? It's not about the money. It's not about the worldly success. It is about discipling your children well. So I'm taking you guys on my entire homeschool journey. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've watched like 10 YouTube videos and I've prayed a lot. But I know that God is gonna do something so beautiful. I just feel like I'm truly in like a new season. And it is gonna be the most trying, but the most fulfilling and beautiful breath of fresh air that my spirit has been crying out for. I can promise you that. And I've already felt so much peace about this. So I am homeschooling because God has literally told me over and over. He has confirmed over and over that this is what I'm supposed to do. I didn't want to do it. That's always like the teller. I feel like because our flesh and our spirit are always at opposition, the very thing that you don't want to do is probably the thing that God is calling you to do. And that's where I'm at. So we're in our classroom. It is so beautiful in here. I moved my desk in here. I have some really cute decor that I'll show you guys. Maybe I'll put it in like some B-roll so you guys can see. I have some desk out for the kids, and it is so perfect because Genesis is going into preschool and Ezra's right behind her. So this is like our perfect trial year because there is no set curriculum for preschool. So this is a way for us to find our grounding, to of course incorporate some learning activities throughout the day, but more so just have fun with each other, be with each other, learn how they learn so I can be a better teacher to them. It's also going to be the year where I am learning more about homeschool, all of the things. I'm actually going to a homeschool seminar next week. So I have just a lot of things to learn, and I feel like the Lord was just so gracious and so like he's just outside of time, and he just knew that this is the perfect season for me to start because I get the entire homeschool experience from pre-K to whenever. I'm really trying to be conscious of not speaking of the future. Like, okay, I'm gonna homeschool till this age. Like, no, I know that God called me to homeschool right now. That's what I'm focusing on. So we're getting through this year. We will see how it goes. You'll be along the entire journey with me. Let me grab my phone. I just got a couple of stuff in from Amazon, but let me show you what everything looks like. Here is my cute desk. This was in the office. It's now moved out here. So we have a printer whenever I need to print worksheets out or whatever. Very minimal and just a refreshing space. We've got our big whiteboard right here. I'm doing no screens in here because it's literally going to be all interactive learning with me and the babes. And then two like desks. They're tables, but I have both chairs out, but I think I'm gonna keep just one chair out for each because them sitting next to each other, I already know it's not gonna go well. So they'll each have their own table to work on. Everything else is kind of the same in here. I did do a major clean out with their toys because every toy is now organized and it's going to be educational. So like we have their food, we have their music toys, some dinosaurs. This is their animal bin, cooking bin. These are kind of miscellaneous, but I think there's more music stuff down there. I just didn't want it to be random parts of toys that are broken. Like I wanted there to be purpose for everything here. Still have their kitchen because I think that's a great way to learn. We have their dress up bin right here. Already picked out all the specific books for this month because let me tell you guys a little bit about how I'm gonna do their curriculum. So with this being our first year and it being pre-K, we're working on like fundamentals. So writing, going over our numbers, our colors, they already know all that stuff, but kind of making it a little bit more complex. But what I'm doing to add a little fun spin is each month there's going to be a theme of the month. So the first theme of the month in August is going to be God's creation. So we're going to be diving into all things of God's creation. Week 1 is animals. So I have all the animal books out right now in their little library. We'll do like an animal of the day, color of the day. We'll do some handwriting every single day. We'll play with Play-Doh. We'll do crafts. Like it's going to be all things fun and interactive and not so much like sit down and please. I have a 2-year-old and a almost 3-year-old. Like that's not happening. So I'm not naive to that fact. But one thing about Genesis specifically, Genesis loves to learn. And I think that's also what just pulled at my heart so much. She wants to learn. She loves to learn. When she saw this room, her eyes lit up and she was like, "You're gonna be my teacher? This is our classroom." She was so excited. Now Ezra's gonna be the one, y'all. Pray for me and Ezra. Because Jenna, she can lock in, she can focus. Ezra, he gonna be everywhere but where I need to be. But I think also me engaging with him more is going to be helpful because if you just tell a kid to go color, they're probably not going to go color. If you color with your child, they're going to color. I got in a whole bunch of little cute stuff for the whiteboard, so I'll open this in a second. But yeah, so with that in mind, I also went on The Good and the Beautiful. It's a homeschooling curriculum program, and I got some of their preschool materials. So I got some stuff on handwriting. I got some of their books. I think I got their science program, and then I got like the general language arts program as well. So The Good and the Beautiful is a great place to get homeschooling material, and they have all grades. I was only looking at kindergarten, but I know that they had like kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. I don't know if they had K through 12, but that's something to look into if you are homeschooling. I think what's going to be unique is that we're literally going through this journey together. Like I'm not a professional, I'm not none of that, but something that just came out of me is like I am naturally a teacher. Like I love to talk, I love to entertain, and I'm actually very like good with the children, not in just a way of like tolerating children, but like I will play dress up, I will be silly with kids. And God was like, everything I created you to be is going to be used in this. Like I created you to be a teacher. You love to cook. You love to read. Like those are all things that I'm going to use in this season. And it was just so refreshing. Yeah. So anyways, got some stuff in for the whiteboard because I want to make it very fun. Like every day when they come up here, it's going to look different. So I actually have some tape. I wonder if that came in, but I have some black tape that I have to square off the whiteboard so it can be sections. So the first thing I got all these different magnets for the days of the week in this cute little pastel. So the months, the days, numbers, more numbers. So it'll be like Monday, August 1st, and we can kind of like write the date and go through it every single day so they can start learning their days of the week. Literally just the fundamentals. And it's just, I'm so glad that God graced me in starting now, and like he didn't give me this conviction years down the road, because I don't know how to teach a 5th grader. No, I don't. But I surely know how to teach a 2-year-old. Okay? And as she grows and learns, I grow and learn. Also got just some fun magnets to put up there. They're not as bright as they were on Amazon, but they're little Christian magnets. So every good gift comes from God. Love to be on measure. I am a child of God. So I'm going to put these all on the whiteboard and make it fun. And I also got in these magnetic letters these magnetic letters are gonna be perfect because I can like basically write out whatever I need to write out on the whiteboard with letters. And then I also picked up a laminator because it was $25 and I feel like I'm gonna be laminating stuff. Like if I want to do little cards and make cards, I can like print out the cards and just laminate them instead of having to like buy new stuff all the time, because we're going to be doing some different activity every day. So I feel like it just made sense to get a laminator. I got a lot of stuff from Target the past couple days. There's this shelf right here, and the shelf has a whole bunch of crafts. It's got a whole bunch of Play-Doh, paint, just fun activities for us to do. So I got more stuff. I got some smocks for our painting, because we'll probably be painting every day. And then I also got some paint. I didn't know these little, I thought it came with more brushes than this. But anyways, just some washable paint brushes, and then one of these. I'll have to get another one because if Jenna has one and Ezra doesn't, it's gonna be a problem. Of course, had to get some markers. I ended up just getting a lot of school supplies in general, like just markers, crayons, glue sticks, all that. And then for our animals of the week, I also got in magnetic animals because we're gonna do a lot of learning on the whiteboard. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is like make the top the day stuff, like the stuff that we would learn, the stuff that's like applicable to that specific day. So animal of the day, color of the day, date, just in one portion, and then leave the rest of the whiteboard open for when I'm actually like showing them something. Oh, then I just got some little heart magnets for if they have like a little picture or something that I'm hanging up on the whiteboard. So those are those. But okay, I think that's it. So let's do, I guess we can do the whiteboard and we can set it up for August 1st because that's the day we'll actually start and be in here. And my schedule is still TBD. I want to have really slow mornings with the kids. Like we're not waking up and running up here. That's literally defeats the whole purpose and point of everything. Like it's gonna be very slow, very chill. We'll probably come up here around 10 a.m. every day. We'll do an hour and a half of learning, of crafts. We'll go downstairs, we'll make lunch together. They'll take their nap, we'll wake back up. We can do some outside time and kind of like implement whatever we learned that day. And then we can come back up, finish our craft or do something new, and then we'll be done. Like I only want to like be teaching or really like interacting for like 3 hours throughout the day. And I think that's perfect for toddlers that age because that's really about all you're gonna get. So that's kind of my strategy going into it. And of course, the more they learn, the more they grow, we'll tweak, we'll change some things. But for me, I think that's where I'm going right now. And then we're also gonna do field trip Fridays. So Fridays getting out of the house and actually like learning. I know we're gonna do a petting zoo this month. We're gonna go to the actual zoo, maybe like the aquarium, just all animal stuff to go with the theme. And one thing I love about myself that I really just had to remind myself is anything that I don't do average. That's something I can, not out of pride, but like I do things so just over the top in the best way possible. So like I wasn't gonna have them get out of daycare just so we can sit and watch TV together all day. No, if I'm homeschooling, we homeschooling and we gonna learn. That's why I'm so extra with everything I do. Is any of this stuff necessary? No. Is it gonna be helpful? Yes. Is it gonna make it fun? Yes. That's why I got it all. Let's do our whiteboard. First things first, let's put our cute little markers. And listen, I will not be a sad beige teacher, okay? We're using colors, all things colors. Even though they had these neutral ones that were so cute. But we got the colors, okay? I don't know if all these are cool. Don't mind the whiteboard right here. Okay, that's where things, I tried to take it off, it's not coming off. I need to get some alcohol. But I'm thinking like, just square off here as like all of the fun stuff. Then we can use the rest of the board for, you know, like actual learning. Or I'm tired, I'm crashing. Need some coffee. I got these new plastic, like they look like, you know, like Starbucks cups for coffee. I've been obsessed. I've been making coffee every single day. Like to me, it makes sense. I don't know if I want it there. I think like here. Like it makes sense to boom. And then here. What do y'all think? I need opinions. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like here. Now we just gotta make it straight. So that way it's like a corn situation. Boom. So like there, here. And maybe we can like cover this up with other stuff. So now we can use these. Let's spell out good morning. Here's a C. Oh, here we go. G. G. O. And like I said, I know none of this stuff actually matters. I know all the homeschooling moms are gonna be like, you know, none of that. I get that. And I'm still gonna do it anyways. More. Knee. Need another N and another G. Good morning. Good morning. It's a new day. I got all my songs lined up and we will be having music class stat. So we're doing our animal of the day. I think it will be a monkey, because why not? Okay, now I feel like I need to write stuff. But the thing is, I feel like people who do these whiteboards, their handwriting is so nice and mine is not, but I'm gonna try. Okay, well, let's do the date first before we do all that. Okay, what is the date? It would be first day of school is August 1st. So Monday, August 1st. I am a child of God. So let's do orange. Already immediately know. Y'all are probably like, this girl's extra. Animal of the day. Of course, we gotta add like some squiggly action here. Animal of the day is the orange monkey. Letter of the day. And this one we'll do spiky. Boop, 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 boop. Letter of the day is M. Put that there. That makes sense. That's cute. Good morning, Monday, August 1st. I am a child of God. That's our quote of the day. Animal of the day is monkey. Letter of the day is M. Class is in session, honey. Alright. I love it. It's so cute. Girl, when I say I'm crashing. I just got off of a meeting with my manager and it was so good to catch up with her because she's been on vacay, but I am literally so tired. I need to make some coffee. This is my second coffee of the day and I limit myself to one coffee of the day. And I'm really trying to get off of caffeine because it's just not working out for me, but don't care today. I need to hurry up because Jenna has her little summer showcase at school. So she's been doing ballet still and it's at her school. But since this is her last week, this is her last class, so I'm gonna go and watch her. I think we may be doing gymnastics here soon, but I don't know. I'm gonna make a little white chocolate iced latte. I like to make my coffees in a glass cup and then I'll put it in a to-go cup because I'm about to run out the house. But to me, coffee just tastes better when it's in a cutesy little plastic cup. Let me show y'all. I got these from Amazon. Is it not giving? She's a Starbucks girl in a Starbucks world. Like, I'm really out here living this at-home coffee life. We've got lots of crushed ice, 2 espresso shots. I don't have my creamy oat milk, so stomach's about to be tore up from the floor up. But I don't care. It really just is what it is. The fact that this is my last like week of, I don't want to say freedom because it's not freedom. Like my whole life is about to change next week. But I think it's gonna be beautiful. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then I do the Coffee Mate cold foam. This is the Italian sweet cream. It's similar to sweet cream cold foam from Starbucks. And you go like that. And you go like, tell me it's not giving a crap. Tell me it's not giving a crap. Barista vibes. Barista vibes. It's giving the girls barista vibes. I love a sippable lid because you gotta get some of the cold foam in the sip. Amen. Okay. It's time to cook dinner. Spaghetti's on the menu.